wolf shall dwell with the lamb, and the lion will eat straw like the ox. Welcome to day 43 of the Seek Him First Book of Mormon Challenge. We are in 2 Nephi 21 today, and I want you guys to picture a land of absolute peace where that could be possible. And I want to break down all of the symbolism that is in these verses as well today, because it also talks about the roots, the stem, the branch, and the rod in these verses. So going right into it, the first verse, it says, "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of its roots." So let's break down what all of these mean. So imagine a tree, okay? And the roots are Jesse and his family, so the Davidic lineage, which is where Christ comes from. He comes from the Davidic lineage. And the stem is Christ, the living trunk that sustains the tree. The branch is Christ's mortal ministry and spreading the gospel. The rod is a Latter-day Saint servant, Joseph Smith, who grows from that same divine root, restoring Christ's church in the latter days. So the restoration of the gospel. So there's a lot of symbolism in this verse, and it talks about the peace that Christ and his ministry will bring, and talks about righteous judgment. So, and he shall not after the sight of his eyes, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with a rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. So there is going to be a perfect judgment of equity and meekness through our Savior. So after Christ has his perfect judgment, that's when the wolf and the lamb can dwell together, and the lion will eat straw like the ox. And in verse 9, "They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountains, for the earth shall be full of knowledge of the Lord, and the waters cover the sea." So there will be peace and harmony, and this verse points out that the knowledge of the Lord creates peace. And I feel like that is just so impactful to imagine that the more we learn of Christ, the more peace on earth there will be. And in verse 12, it says, "And he shall set up an ensign for the nation, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth." So I want to break down the word ensign. So the word ensign, in ancient time, an ensign was a flag or a banner that was set on a hill in order to attract people from afar to gather. And so it symbolizes leadership, unity, and direction. So who the people should follow, under what cause, and finding safety and truth. Some food for thought that I want as a takeaway from all of this is, how is the knowledge of Christ creating miracles in your life? And how is seeking him first bringing you peace? And how has that changed your life?